inform to our students, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Yeah, we have gone live.
Okay.
So, a very warm green good afternoon on this Sunday. So, it is our day 3, Igen Ensavcon 713 conference on SDG 713. So, it's great to be starting with this afternoon with Stella Maris College of Engineering Technology. Ma'am? Stella Maris?
Stella Maris College of Engineering.
Yeah, Stella Maris College of Engineering. Sorry. Thank you, sir. It's the stage is yours, sir.
Shall I proceed?
Anu?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to one and all present here. We are gathered here to participate in Igen Ensavcon 713. Welcome you all. Fire made us human, fossil fuels made us modern, but now we need a new fire that makes us safe, secure, healthy, and durable. Ensave, Energy Saving Awareness Club, focuses on bringing about a first-hand realization of the energy crisis and scarcity of the natural resources in the country. With the increasing demand of energy, effective management and conservation of the same has become the need of the hour. Ensave Club was inaugurated in Stella Maris College of Engineering on October 8, 2018 and continues functioning. Seminars, field visit, residential energy audit, rally, etc. are the activities conducted to create awareness among the students and staffs on renewable energies. The objectives are to reduce carbon dioxide emission by the reduction of power generation through effective energy audit, conservation and management with 10 megawatt initiative by increasing the contribution of renewable source of energy. Small daily improvements are the key to staggering long-term result. Your words mean a lot to us, for they carry a lot of wisdom and vision of our future. Now, I request our respected principal, Dr. R. Suresh Premalkumar sir, to felicitate us. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Anu. And it gives me immense pleasure to be a part of this Igen conclave. That is the 3rd day program, especially meant for the Stella Maris College of Engineering. So on behalf of our management and the admin team and all the Stella Marians, I wholeheartedly welcome and as well as thank the Igen officials, Dr. Ramesh, Dr. Madan Kumar, Mr. Rangarajan, and all the team members of Igen, Institution of Green Engineers, in supporting us in building a good team for the noble cause through your good office and as well as the team. So we are very much glad that we are also in a position to give some input to our students. So he will be able to depute their time and as well as involve in projects related to the decreasing the emission of carbon dioxide and conducting energy audit, thereby giving awareness to the people in order to save energy. So on this platform, I thank all the Igen officials and as well as I thank all the faculty members, staff of Stella Maris College of who is assisting our student friends to show their skills in terms of news reading, project presentation, panel discussion, and technical talk, video presentation, and so on. So I take this opportunity and also I'm very happy to thank each and everyone who are taking part even on this. So Mr. Rangarajan sir was telling that this is a Sunday, especially he was focusing on that. So on this Sunday, people have come forward to take part. So we expect more participation, but I thank all the participants. So it is now time for you to show your skill. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words of appreciation. Thus, to formally welcome the gathering, may I request our faculty coordinator, Mrs. S. Sabrisha Priya ma'am.
Thank you, Anu. I'm Sabrisha Priya, Assistant Professor of AAA Department. It's my privilege to say welcome note on this Igen Ensavcon Conclave 713. Why? Because we are very proud to be a part of this Igen Ensavcon Club, as we are now in the part of growing community of energy conservation through creating, collaborating, and connecting across the globe via Igen. It's a great privilege to welcoming the gathering on this endeavor. I welcome the president of Igen, Dr. L. Ramesh, for his overless effort to conduct such a huge conference. I welcome you, sir. And I'm very happy to welcome Dr. Madan Kumar, head of Ensavcon Club. And also I welcome Dr. Rangarajan to this successful event. And also I welcome Dr. Pandian, principal head of Igen. And now I would like to welcome all the directors of Igen Ensavcon Club. Then it's my very privilege to welcome our principal, Dr. R. Suresh Premal Kumar, for his tireless effort to motivate us to do such a great event. I welcoming you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome my fellow colleagues of Stella Maris College of Engineering and Ensavcon Club and my student coordinators and all our beloved student participants for this timeless support. Once again, I welcoming you all for this endeavor. Thank you for this opportunity. I don't take much time because our young buddies are waiting to do something. Now I call upon our student Anu and Ajisha for their performance shown to the presentation through PPT about Ensavcon Conclave 713. Over to you, Anu and Ajisha. You can proceed, ma'am.
Hello everyone. I'm Anu from final year AAA. My colleague Ajisha from second year AAA. We both are going to present a PPT about the activities done in SMC Ensavcon Club. Next slide. Yeah, roles and responsibilities. Ensavcon Club allows the student to showcase their talents and concern towards energy conservation and importance of implementing renewable sources. It is used to implement energy efficient projects towards energy conservation, to publish the energy audit and projects outcome in the conference and in-text journals. We increase awareness about techniques and methods of preserving energy in day-to-day life, use of lights, fans, water cooler, etc. in both technical and social ways. We increase use of solar devices and solve problems faced during their usage. We find out more efficient lights like LED, CFL lights and promote use of normal tube light. Next slide.
Activities about SMC Ensavcon Club. Next. These are the following activities conducted at SMC Ensavcon Club during the academic year 2021-2022. First, Village Awareness Camp, an online quiz on energy conservation, SDG Action Campaign Project, conduct of Residential House Energy Audit Training Program to the new club members, 1 unit per day saving awareness to faculty members, Energy Saving Pictures Campaign Program, and National Energy Conservation Day celebration. Next slide.
Village Awareness Camp. Yeah, we went near our college campus to create awareness by village village members. It is used to benefit for our society. Village awareness camp was conducted on September 24, 2021. A group of 4 SMC NSA Club student members, along with 1 faculty coordinator, we went near to our college campus, that is Olankote village, and collected data from the residents. A brief awareness was created to the village people on energy saving and their benefits. 9 mantras towards saving 1 unit per day at residential house was explained with example also. People are very much interested in implementing these ideas, and 9 mantras to save 1 unit per day. Let's hope they are following and it is very useful for them. Next slide.
Now, awareness created to school students. We had conducted awareness camp at Amandivale Government School and Orapavanale Government School of Kanyakumari. Our main aim is we should teach the young minds for a better future generation. So the students must be taught to take care of their environment. We gave them a detailed explanation of 9 mantras of energy conservation, and the school students actively participated in the awareness camp.
Energy audit and E99 challenge. For energy audit and E99 challenge, also we went to create awareness near our college campus. We tell them about to buy things about for star rated things. We asked the electricity bill to show us how to reduce the electricity bill, and we gave ideas about that. While explaining, most young people realized these mantras of energy saving quickly. Then some elders, as they had some queries, and it's a little bit difficult for answering their cross questions. It's also a good experience for us. What people are thinking about energy conservation. Many people are interested and try to implement these 9 mantras of energy conservation in their daily life. So explaining to different age group of people is a good experience for me personally. Let's hope they are following these mantras in their daily life. Our goal is to provide more information about these concepts to the people who were aware of these ideas of energy conservation. At least save 1 unit per day, as small changes make a big difference. These changes can be achieved by following these 9 mantras of energy saving. Next slide.
Sticker campaign. We had conducted a sticker campaign at our own campus. Our members visited every department of our college and done the sticker campaign. These stickers consist of the 9 mantras of energy saving. We made changes in our own campus before giving awareness to others. The main objective of the club is to find techniques and create solutions that allows better use of energy in non-intrusive way. The NSAVE Club also aims at exploring better ideas of clean and renewable sources of energy. Next slide.
World Earth Day. On World Earth Day, in our college campus, we conducted a program to create awareness for our Ensavcon members and other students also. We invited a guest. His name is G. Kannan, retired DSP. He showed a video content about soil conservation. He gave a brief note about that. It's very useful for us, and it's for our future also. We can follow to save our soil conservation. Don't live your whole life without realizing the power under your feet in Mother Nature. Thank you for giving this opportunity to give a brief explain activities done in SMC Club. Thank you, Ajisha, for accompanying me.
Thank you, Anu, and thank you, everyone.
Energy saved is energy generated. Now we are going to see a video presentation created by Mr. Shiva Prasad from 3rd year EEE department.
Prasanna? Prasanna?
சொல்லுங்க சார். சொல்லுங்க சார்.
Yeah, again, kindly please make Bijo, another Bijo as co-host.
சார் ஹோஸ்டா சார்? ஒரே நிமிஷம் சார். சார் ஆல்ரெடி அவர் ஹோஸ்ட்ல தான் சார் இருக்காரு.
Okay, fine.
College offers undergraduate and postgraduate courses in computer science and engineering, and undergraduate courses in electronics and communication engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, mechanical engineering, and civil engineering. Stella Maris College of Engineering, Kanyakumari, it's the pristine home of knowledge.
everyone, I'm Anu NR. Today I'm going to plant a tree because of IGN Green Day Celebration 2021. Don't make trees rare, keep them with care. Save trees, live an active lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shiva Prasad, for making a wonderful video content. What we are doing to the forest of the world is but a mirror reflection of what we are doing to ourselves and to one another. Now, I would like to call upon our Ensave members to share their views through panel discussion.
A warm welcome to everyone present here. We are going to take a discussion about SDG 7 and SDG 13. Sneha, do you know the meaning of SDG?
Yes, Pratika. The Sustainable Development Goals, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as the universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, all people enjoy peace and prosperity.
Oh, that's great. I hear that SDG has some principle to achieve its goals, but now I am aware of that. Can anyone elaborate it?
Yes, I can. First one, we must respect the earth and life in all its diversity. Second one, we must care for the community of life with understanding, compassion, and love. Then the third one, build democratic societies that are just, participatory, sustainable, and peaceful. And the last one, serve its bounty and beauty for present and future generations.
That sounds good, Jemisha. Harisha, do you know SDG set some goals related to environment and Ensave Club?
Oh, yes, Pratika. I know about it. Actually, myself and Jamisha attended a seminar regarding this. Isn't Jamisha?
Yeah, Harisha. And the main goals of SDG 7 are Unsustainable Development Goals. That is, SDG 7 focuses on a concerted global effort to ensure access of affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all.
What are the targets of SDG 7?
Hello, Ama,
Kindly unmute yourself and speak.
There are three targets of SDG 7. So by 2030, ensure universal access to affordable, reliable, and modern energy services. Then to increase sustainably to the share of renewable energy in the global energy mix. Then to double the global rate of improvement in energy efficiency. Also, there are some additional targets. They are to enhance international cooperation to facilitate access to clean energy research and technology, including renewable energy, energy efficiency, and advanced and clearer fossil fuel technology, and promote investment in energy infrastructure and clean energy technology, and to expand infrastructure and upgrade technology for supplying modern and sustainable energy services for all in developing countries, in particularly the least developed countries, small islands, developing states, and landlocked developing countries in accordance with their respective programs of support.
Why the SDG 7 matters?
Our everyday lives depend on reliable and affordable energy service to function smoothly and to develop equitably. A well-established energy system supports all sectors, from business, medicine, and education to agriculture, infrastructure, communications, and high technology. Conversely, lack of access to energy supplies and transformation system is a constraint to human and economic development.
I have to access to electricity. Why should I care about these goals?
For many decades, fossil fuels such as coal, oil, or gas have been major sources of electricity production. But burning carbon fuels produces large amounts of greenhouse gases, which cause climate change and have harmful impacts on people's well-being and the environment. The affects everyone, not just a few. Moreover, global electricity use is rising rapidly. In a nutshell, without a stable electricity supply, countries will not be able to power their economics.
How many people are living without electricity?
Just under 1 billion people of the world's population do not have access to electricity. 16 out of 20 countries with the largest deficits in electricity access are in Africa. Without electricity, women and girls have to spend hours fetching water. Clinics cannot store vaccines for the children. Many school children cannot do homework at night, and people cannot run competitive businesses. The health and well-being of some 3 billion people are adversely impacted by the lack of clean cooking fuels such as wood, charcoal, dung and coal, which causes indoor air pollution.
Then what about SDG 13?
Countries should be evaluated not only on the basis of per capita GDP, but also in terms of vulnerability to natural disasters. The multilateral system bore fruits with the Paris Agreement. It is important to uphold the political consensus achieved in 2015. This is achieved by SDG 13.
Yes, when we tell about SDG 13, it urges to take action to combat climate change and its impacts. Climate change is now affecting every country on every continent. It is disrupting national economics and affecting lives, costing people, communities, and countries dearly today and even more tomorrow.
Can you elaborate the goals of SDG 13?
So there are 3 goals. First one is to strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity to climate-related hazards and natural disasters in all the countries. Then the second one is to integrate climate change measures into national policies, strategies, and planning. And the third one is to improve education, awareness raising, and human and institutional capacity on climate change mitigation, adaptation, impact reduction, and early warning. So there are some additional targets. They are to promote mechanisms for raising capacity for effective climate change related planning and management in least developed countries and small developed countries, focusing on women, youth, and local and marginalized communities.
Thank you, dear friends. Now we are going to share a video presentation through project presentation done by Miss R. Asha from first year Triple department.
I am R. Asha from first year Triple department. This is solar power inverter. By using this solar power inverter, we can reduce our electric bills. It converts DC current into AC current. This is DC battery of 12 watt. This is solar panel. This is circuit, and this is transformer, and this is bulb. With the help of this battery, we have stored this heat into the solar panel. The heat energy flows into the circuit and form electric energy. In this circuit, we have fixed resistance, IC, and diodes. And this transformer, the current of low electric watts into high electric watts, and the bulb will flow at 100 volts.
Thank you, Ms. Asha, for sharing your content through video presentation. Nature provides a free lunch, but only if we control our appetites, said by William Ruckelshaus. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Bijo and Mr. Jacob from second year Triple to present their views through project presentation.
Project based on
kindly unmute yourself.
hello. Project based on IGN paper. We are conducted a project. Introduction. Wi-Fi technology is based on the principle visible light communication that provides wireless internet communications. At a very high speed without radiation. Wi-Fi embeds the data in the light beams. Hence, when a light bulb is turned on, the emit pulses of light, and inside those pulses, data can travel to the receivers, providing for data heavy communication is short ranges. Since does not pollute, it can be clear. It can be clearly called a green technology. Literature review. Infrared is the most commonly used wireless data transfer medium, limited in range, and we already covered about a simple IR transmitter receiver circuit. Using this circuit, you should be able to play songs from your iPod, mobile, or computer to external speaker without having to connect them directly to aux cable. The circuit comes with many limitations, and the better ways like Bluetooth to play songs wirelessly. Hence, this article is only aimed to help to understand the simple radio circuits, and at the same time we having fun building it. Also, the circuit is this project is simplified as much possible to keep things simple and reliable to make the build easier. Working principle. The principle behind the circuit is that we will have two individual circuits. One is the transmitter circuit, and the another one is receiver circuit. The transmitter circuits, it will be connected to 3.5 mm audio jack for audio input, and receiver circuit is, will be connected to the speaker to play songs. The audio signal will be transmitted through an IR LED from transmitted circuit, and the IR signal will be then received by the photodiode, which will place to receive the audio signal, thus received by finally played a speaker. It is very similar to use TV remote, and when you press a button IR LED that front of your TV, it transmits a signal which will be picked up by photodiode. Similarly, here the signal transmitted will be an audio signal to receiver will be an plain photodiode. The technique will also work the normal LEDs and solar panels. The method is very similar to Wi-Fi technology. Components required: breadboard, tunos, and IR LED, tunos, 3.5 mm audio jack, and LM386 IC, and photodiode, and 300K POT capacitors, and one resistor, 1K and 10K and 100K ohms. Circuit diagram. Transmitted circuit. The transmitter circuit only consists of a couple of IR LED and resistor connected directly audio and source and battery. Take a look. And here is receiver circuit. And that this is testing circuit. We have one working model with us, and we will show it.
Biju,
Aren't
unmute your
able
mic.
to hear. Kindly unmute yourself and speak now.
In sending circuit contain IR LED and capacitor resistance, and the sending circuit contain DOT resistance and IC LM 868 type IC and a photodiode and the capacitor, and will the output get the speakers? Two speakers. In here, the sounds are traveling in light technology, light signal. In here, no mediums are connected in the receiving circuit. Only the light signals are here. The IR LED is sending the light signal, and the photodiode will receive the signal. In we are in closer in time, the circuit is traveling, and in no medium signal are no conducting. In between the no media, the light will be traveling and getting the signal in output phase, get the sound. This is the thank you.
Thank you, dears, for your wonderful project presentation. Let's nurture the nature so that we can have a better future. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Ravi from 3rd Year Mechanical Department to deliver his ideas in the form of news reading.
வணக்கம். இன்றைய முக்கிய செய்திகள். பன்னாட்டு வளர்ச்சியை எட்டுவதற்காக உருவாக்கப்பட்ட வளங்குன்றா வளர்ச்சி குறிக்கோள்கள். புதுப்பிக்கத்தக்க ஆற்றலை பயன்படுத்துவதில் இந்தியாவின் பங்கு. ஆற்றலின் சேமிப்பை விளக்கும் வகையில் SDG 7 காலநிலை மாறுபாட்டையும் அதன் பாதிப்பையும் எதிர்கொள்ளும் விதமாக SDG 13. மாற்று ஆற்றலே மகத்தான ஆற்றல், மின் சிக்கனம் தேவை இக்கணம். ஸ்டெல்லா மேரிஸ் பொறியியல் கல்லூரியில் உள்ள என்சேவ் கிளப் மூலம் மக்களுக்கு மின்சார சேமிப்பு பற்றிய விழிப்புணர்வு. இனி விரிவான செய்திகள். வளங்குன்றா வளர்ச்சி குறிக்கோள்கள் அல்லது உலகளாவிய குறிக்கோள்கள் என்பவை வருங்காலத்தில் பன்னாட்டு வளர்ச்சியை எட்ட வேண்டிய இலக்குகள் பற்றிய ஐக்கிய நாடுகளின் முன்மொழிவுகள். இது 2016 ஆண்டு முதல் 2030 ஆண்டு வரையிலான 15 ஆண்டு காலத்திற்குரிய 17 இலக்குகளை அடையும் திட்டங்களாகும். இச்செயல்திறனில் அடங்கியுள்ள 17 குறிக்கோள்கள் பசியின்மை, ஏழ்மையின்மை, நல்ல ஆரோக்கியம், தரமான கல்வி, புதுப்பிக்க வல்ல மற்றும் மலிவான சக்தி, நல்ல பணிகள், வளங்களை பொறுப்பான முறையில் பயன்படுத்துதல், வானிலை நடவடிக்கைகள் போன்றவை வளங்குன்றா வளர்ச்சியின் குறிக்கோள்களாம். இந்தியா உலகின் 3வது பெரிய மின்சார நுகர்வோர் மற்றும் உலகின் 3வது பெரிய புதுப்பிக்க ஆற்றல் உற்பத்தியாளர். 2020ஆம் ஆண்டில் 38% ஆற்றல் புதுப்பிக்கத்தக்க மூலங்களிலிருந்து வருவது நிறுவப்பட்டுள்ளது. இந்நிலையில் அமெரிக்கா மற்றும் சீனாவை தொடர்ந்து இந்தியா 3வது இடத்தை பிடித்துள்ளது. நவம்பர் 2021இல் சூரிய சக்தியிலிருந்து 49 ஜிகாவாட்டும், காற்றிலிருந்து 40 ஜிகாவாட்டும், சிறிய நீர்மின் சாரத்திலிருந்து 5 ஜிகாவாட்டும், பயோமாஸிலிருந்து 10.62 ஜிகாவாட்டும், பெரிய நீர் மின்சாரத்திலிருந்து 45 ஜிகாவாட்டும் ஆகிய 150 ஜிகாவாட் புதுப்பிக்க ஆற்றல் திறனை உற்பத்தி செய்வதாக தெரிய வந்துள்ளது. 2030க்குள் 450 ஜிகாவாட் புதுப்பிக்க ஆற்றல் திறனை உற்பத்தி செய்வதாக அதனை தம் இலக்காக கொண்டுள்ளது இந்தியா. அவ்விலக்கை அடையும் என்பதில் எவ்வித ஐயமும் இல்லை. ஆற்றல் சேமிப்பு என்பது ஆற்றல் அல்லது எரிசக்தியை குறைவாக பயன்படுத்துவது. எனவே வழங்குன்றா வளர்ச்சி குறிக்கோள்களின் முக்கிய இலக்காக SDG 7 புதுப்பிக்கத்தக்க ஆற்றல் மற்றும் மலிவான சக்தியை குறிப்பிட்டுள்ளது. ஆற்றல் சேமிப்பு என்பது வீட்டில் தொடங்கி நமது தெரு, பள்ளி, அலுவலகம், ஊர், மாநிலம் என பயணித்து இந்தியா முழுவதும் ஆற்றல் சேமிப்பை நடைமுறைப்படுத்துவதாம். காலநிலை மாற்றம் என்பது வானிலை மற்றும் வெப்பநிலை முறைகளில் நீண்டகால மாற்றங்களை ஏற்படுத்துவது. சூரிய சுழற்சியில் ஏற்படும் மாறுபாடுகள் இயற்கையாக இருக்கலாம். ஆனால் 1800களிலிருந்து மனித நடவடிக்கைகள் காலநிலை மாற்றத்தின் முக்கிய காரணமாகும். முதன்மையாக நிலக்கரி, எண்ணெய் மற்றும் எரிவாயு போன்ற புதைப்படிவ எரிபொருட்களை எரிப்பதால் காலநிலை மாற்றம் ஏற்படுகிறது. எனவே இதனை ஒரு குறிக்கோளாக கொண்டுள்ளது SDG 13. மின் சிக்கனம் தேவை இக்கணம். மனித வாழ்வில் மின்சாரம் என்பது மிகவும் அத்தியாவசியமாக மாறியுள்ளது. மின்சாரத்தை சிக்கனமாக பயன்படுத்துவதினால் வீட்டுக்கு மட்டுமல்ல நாட்டுக்கும் நன்மை என்பதில் ஐயமில்லை. இன்று தமிழகத்தில் பல இடங்களில் மின்வெட்டு தொடர்ந்து காணப்படுகிறது. இந்நிலை எதிர்கால சந்ததியினர் மத்தியிலும் தொடர விடாமல் தடுப்பது அவசியம். தேவைப்படும் போது மட்டும் மின் சாதனங்களை உபயோகிக்க வேண்டும். மின்சார அடுப்பில் தட்டையான அடிப்பாகம் கொண்ட பாத்திரத்தை பயன்படுத்த வேண்டும். இன்று பலருக்கு மின்சாரத்தின் பெருமதிப்பு தெரிவதில்லை. எனவே மக்கள் மத்தியில் விழிப்புணர்வு ஏற்படுத்துவது அவசியம். கன்னியாகுமரி மாவட்டத்தில் உள்ள ஸ்டெல்லா மேரிஸ் பொறியியல் கல்லூரியில் என்சேவ் கிளப் 2018இல் தொடங்கப்பட்டது. ஏராளமான மாணவர்கள் அக்குழுவில் உறுப்பினராக சேர்ந்து கொண்டனர். அக்குழுவில் மின்சாரத்தை சேமிக்கும் வழிமுறைகள் போதிக்கப்பட்டது. இதை முழுவதும் அறிந்து கொண்ட மாணவர்கள் மக்களிடையே விழிப்புணர்வு ஏற்படுத்த தொடங்கினர். அவ்விழிப்புணர்வில் கலந்து கொண்ட மக்களுக்கு 9 மந்த்ராஸ் என்னும் 9 வழிமுறைகளை விளங்கும்படி எடுத்து கூறினர். மக்கள் இவ்விழிப்புணர்வை ஏற்று அவற்றை நடைமுறைப்படுத்த தொடங்கினர், வெற்றியும் கண்டனர். இத்துடன் இன்றைய செய்தி அறிக்கை நிறைவு பெறுகிறது. நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you, Mr. Raveen. Dance with the waves, move with the sea. Let the rhythm of the water set your soul free. Now we are going to share a video through dance from about energy conservation.
I think I speak for the rest of us when I say sorry. Sorry we left you with our mess of a planet. Sorry that we were too caught up in our own doings to do something. Sorry we listened to people who made excuses to do nothing. I hope you forgive us. We just didn't realize how special the earth was, like a marriage gone wrong. We didn't know what we had until it was gone. For example, I'm guessing you probably know it as the Amazon desert, right? reforested. There were billions of trees there, all of them gorgeous and... Oh, you don't know much about trees, do you? Well, let me tell you, trees are amazing. I mean, we literally breathe the air they are creating. They clean up our pollution, our carbon, they store and purify water, give us medicine that cures our diseases, food that feeds us, which is why I'm so sorry to tell you that we burn them down, cut them down with brutal machines, horrific, at a rate of 40 football fields every minute. That's 50% of all the trees in the world gone in the last 100 years. Why? For this. And that wouldn't make me so sad if there weren't so many pictures of leaves on it. You know, when I was a child, I read how the Native Americans had such consideration for the planet that they felt responsible for how they left the land for the next 7 generations. Which brings me great sorrow, because most of us today don't even care about tomorrow. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we put profit above people, greed above need, the rule of gold above the golden rule. I'm sorry we use nature as a credit card with no spending limit, overdrafting animals to extinction, stealing your chance to ever see their uniqueness or become friends with them. I'm sorry we poison the ocean so much that you can't even swim in them. Most of all, I'm sorry about our mindset, because we had the nerve to call this destruction progress. So I'm sorry, future generations. I'm sorry that our footprint became a sinkhole and not a garden. I'm sorry that we paid so much attention to ISIS and very little to how fast the ice is melting in the Arctic. I'm sorry we doomed you, and I'm sorry we couldn't find another planet in time to move to. I am... You know what? Cut the beat. I'm not sorry. This future I do not accept it, because an error does not become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We can redirect this. How? Let me suggest that if a farmer sees a tree that is unhealthy, they don't look at the branches to diagnose it, they look at the root. So like that farmer, we must look at the root, and not to the branches of government, not to the politicians run by corporations. We are the root, we are the foundation, this generation. It is up to us to take care of this planet. It is our only home. We must only warm our hearts and change the climate of our souls and realize that we are not apart from nature. We are a part of nature. And to betray nature is to betray us. To save nature is to save us. Because whatever you're fighting for, racism or poverty, feminism, gay rights, or any type of equality, it won't matter in the least. Because if we all work together to save the environment, we will be equally extinct. So,
Thank you, dear girls. Team Act Save. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Shaju, third year Triple Department, to deliver his views through slogan.
You're silly. Anu,
Ma'am?
I think he's not there.
Okay, ma'am. Next we
Due to
shall
net
move.
issues. Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay. Let's all be together to save our Mother Earth, save life, so that next generation be alive. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Prashad, final year Triple Department, to give a technical video presentation about SDG 9.
Good evening to one and all. I am Prasad R from Stella Maris College of Engineering. and I'm here to present a technical talk on SDG 9. SDG 9 has three specific targets: industry, innovation, and infrastructure. In today's society, both innovation and technology play a key role in fostering inclusive development. Investing in technology and innovation will allow us to have more sustainable societies, cleaner energies, and better infrastructure. It is essential because we are living in the fourth industrial revolution, or Industry 4.0, which is characterized by computerization and this treatment of information and data digitalization. Therefore, we have to be part of it because everything will depend on science, innovation, and technology. In this fourth industrial revolution, characterized by that automation of process and services and by the treatment of big data for decision making, it is fundamental to get on the train and be there. We have to be able to adapt and innovative. The industry has a fundamental role in this change and in this drive for sustainable development. For example, through more sustainable facilities, it can promote greater welfare of employees, can work on using cleaner energy, reducing waste, collaborate with local networks, small and medium enterprises that promote local development, investing in research and development. Industry as a driving force has much to say. Using public transportation, consuming zero-kilometer products that are less processed, using environmental resources more responsibly, reducing our energy consumption. Within our daily lives, we can adopt many habits, and I believe that this is already being done little by little. I believe that the fundamental measures is an investment in science, technology, and innovation. We are seeing precisely in this current moment of pandemic how important it is that the public authorities give an impulse and favor investments in these sectors so that society advances in this direction. Sustainable Development Goal 9 is about industry, innovation, and infrastructure and is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals adopted by United Nations General Assembly in 2015. SDG 9 aims to build resilient infrastructure, promote sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. SDG 9 has 8 targets and progress is measured by 12 indicators. The first 5 targets are outcome targets: develop sustainable, resilient, and inclusive infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, increase access to financial services and markets, upgrade all industries and infrastructures for sustainability, enhance research and upgrade industrial technologies. The remaining 3 targets are means of achieving targets: facilitate sustainable infrastructure development of developing countries, support domestic technology development and industrial diversification, universal access to information and communication technology. The motive of SDGs is primarily to promote economic growth, social development, and climate action. These goals are heavily dependent on investments in infrastructure, sustainable industrial development, as well as technological progresses. Due to continuous changing in global economics and as well as increase in inequalities, industrialization must occur in order to sustain growth. The COVID-19 pandemic outlined the universal need for global manufacturing. This is considered an engine of overall economic growth and has been steadily declining. The manufacturing decline caused by the pandemic has resulted in serious impacts on global economy. In addition, the airport industry, also an important driver of economic development, faced a steepest decline in its history in the first 5 months of 2020, with a 51% drop in airline passengers due to the global lockdowns. Basic infrastructure like roads, information and communication technology, sanitation, electrical power and water remain scarce in many developing countries. Establish standards and promote regulations that ensure company projects and initiatives are sustainably managed. Collaborate with NGOs and public sector to help promote sustainable growth within developing countries. Think about how industry impact on your life and well-being and use social media to push for policymakers to prioritize the SDGs. Inclusive and sustainable industrialization, together with innovation and infrastructure, can unleash dynamic and competitive economic forces that generate employment and income. They play a key role in the introduction and promoting new technologies, facilitating international trade and enabling the efficient use of resources. Before ending my session, I would like to tell you that we should make an objective to generate knowledge and develop new technologies that facilitate and allow the improvement of the industrial process and services for a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Prashad, for your amazing presentation about SDG 9. Think, Act, Save. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Shaju from 3rd year Triple Department to deliver his views through slogan.
Bijo, wait. Bijo? Wait. Saju? You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
proceed with your slogan. After that, you can share the videos, okay, about connection.
I am Saju from 3rd year Triple Department, Stella Maris College of Engineering. I am going to tell me slogan about save soil. Don't pollute our motherland, the only fertile land in this universe. Soil is more valuable than oil. Lend a hand to save the land. Be keen, go green, be loyal to the soil, better earth, better life, better tomorrow. Don't be a that bad product soil resources. If you want to eat food, prevent soil erosion. No food without soil. SOS, save our soil. If you want to save food, conserve the soil, dude. The soil is a medium for living things and life. The roots of all goodness live in the soil of appreciation for goodness. Soil is life. Conserve it. Don't spoil the soil. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Bright and happy future is only possible when we pledge to conserve energy in every way possible. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Libin and Mr. Jetishan from 2nd year Triple Department to play a small connection game.
Hello everyone here. We are hoping that you all having a good and interesting session here. Let me introduce myself. I'm Libin.
And I'm Jetishan Axno.
We are here to make this session more interesting.
Yes, we are. Libin, how we are going to make it more interesting?
We are going to conduct a connection game.
Wow. Is it about engineering or like it's from cinema?
No, Jetishan. No, Jetishan. It is all about SDG 7 and 13.
Oh, okay. So let's start it. Is there any rules or regulations?
Of course, let me explain it. Guys, I am providing rules. Please be careful on it. We will provide you 15 seconds for each question and answer the question within the next 10 seconds. If you know the answer, you can answer through unmute it. Hints are given if they are necessary. That's all rules.
Yeah, let's start.
Which one next slide? In this slide, first letter in keyboard, 3-letter key in first pick. You can answer it, guys. Come on. If you know the answer, please unmute and answer it.
It's a single word answer. Anyone?
Anyone here? I'm giving another hint. Factors affecting atmosphere. One of the factors affecting atmosphere. One.
Altitude.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
That's correct answer. Yeah.
This is such an easy one. You can do it without hints. Anyone?
The first image contains the one part of answer. It's a 2-word answer. Anyone else?
Can give some clues.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. This is a sentence which is used to in daily world for SDG 7.
Each image contains a word and it's a 4-word sentence.
Save energy at home.
Super,
Yeah,
sir.
you're right, sir.
This is also one of the use of SDG 7 for reduce pollution.
So recycle.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes,
You're
sir.
right.
Right, sir.
The answer is you cycle.
We all know that this answer. Please,
Global
anyone.
warming.
Global warming.
Yeah. Super, sir. This is also related to SDG 7.
Planting trees.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right. This is a 3-word sentence. No, one word. Single sentence. Single word, right? Sorry. This is a single word with splitting sentence. Splitting letters.
The first 2 images has to be combined to form a word. Half of the word.
First one is ATM. You can find other 2 images.
Atmosphere.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The answer is atmosphere.
This is one used in daily life for some peoples.
Plantation.
No, sir. No, sir.
Solar power. Yeah, you're right, sir.
Yeah,
The
first
answer
right.
is solar power.
This is also the need of SDG 7. Sentence. This is a sentence. 3-word sentence.
Anyone?
We need to save some energy. That's the
Turn off
hint.
light.
Turn off the switch.
Turn off.
Switches.
Uh,
Switching.
This is the one word which is related to SDG 13.
Climate.
Super, sir. Thank
Yes, sir, you're right. Answer is climate.
This is a one word with three images. Which we used in daily life. We can't live without this electricity.
This is the future, sir. Actually, it's going to be a future.
Or electrical. Use some time, Bijo, for this slide.
E-vehicle.
Super, sir.
Yes, correct, sir. Yes. Next slide, bro.
Next slide, Bijo. Next.
Next.
This is one of the factors affecting SDG 13. Come the answer with ice.
Glaciers. The answer is glaciers. Glaciers.
I think we all know that.
Greenhouse gases.
Yes, you're right, sir. The answer is greenhouse gases.
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, you're right. The answer is carbon dioxide. Okay. Wow, Libin, we made it already.
Yeah, Jedison. All right.
Yes. So thank you everyone for cooperating and playing this game with us. Thank you, Anandal, again.
Thank you, dears. It's really very nice. We are now at the end of this concave function. Now, to give a perfect end for this forenoon event, my request our faculty coordinator, Mrs. Shajani Shiba ma'am, to deliver the thank you note.
A warm good evening to one and all present here. I'm extremely happy and privileged to stand before you to deliver the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank the God Almighty for showering His blessings and making this event a great success. Next, I would extend my heartfelt thanks to our management, our principal sir, director, and the head of the department for the unrelenting support and motivation. Next, I would like to thank our Igen team, especially Dr. Ramesh sir and Madan Kumar sir, who stood like a pillar for this great conclave. Finally, I would like to thank the faculty members and students who did everything to make this event a great and grand success. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Madan sir. Shall we leave now?
Thank
you for this opportunity,
so much,
sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, dear participants.
Took a lot of students and all the great efforts this show the grand. So thank you, ma'am, for taking and Ensavcon, the students, I would like to special mention about the today's I have three colleges connection. So out of the box, they should think about matching the concept or matching sentence or they to bring this session full and
Thank you, Madan sir. And it was a wonderful show, SMCE. So SMCE, we have put the feedback link and kindly fill the things for certificate and the feedback. So we have posted the feedback link in YouTube viewers as well as the Zoom viewers. Kindly fill the feedback. So thank you, Stella Maris College of Engineering, for having a wonderful presentation. Thank you, Principal Sir, and thank you, Ensavcon Coordinator Ma'am, and thank you all the students. It was a wonderful show, and we could able to see that you have involved many students in this. That is very great thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So all the participants, viewers, kindly fill the feedback link. It has been posted in the Zoom as well as in the
YouTube also.
YouTube. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So,
Thank
sir, shall we go ahead?
Yes,
for the
sir.
next
Yes, sir.
college?
All are ready, sir. So once again, good afternoon to everyone. The Sunday occasion, the next event in the afternoon goes to St. Joseph Institute of Technology, SGIT, Ensave Club. Welcome, Principal SGIT. Welcome, Ensave Coordinator. And welcome, Ensave members of SGIT. The stage is yours.
Hi.
Thank you, Rangarajan sir and Madan sir. Thank you for this giving a wonderful opportunity. Okay, sir. Kalpana, start now.
Okay, ma'am. Hi, this is Kalpana from St. Joseph Institute of Technology. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. The students of St. Joseph Institute of Technology are happy and honored to be a part of Igen Ensave conference. Now I invite our dear HOD sir, Dr. D. Kribakaran, who is the best motivator and a great advisor. He has been giving us continuous support to Ensave Club activities. Thank you, sir, for guiding and supporting us in all the aspects. Now I welcome Dr. D. Kribakaran, sir, to deliver the welcome address on behalf of management and college.
Okay, thanks, Kalpana. Good evening to all. It's my immense pleasure to participate in this excellent event. I feel the IGN is organizing a highly informative event on this today. In fact, this green energy has become most essential and need of the hour. The government is extending a very good support for the implementation of this green energy related activities. In fact, the government plans to establish a renewable energy capacity of 523 gigawatt by 2030. And as such, India's renewable energy capacity has risen to 15 gigawatt, and India's installed renewable energy capacity has increased by 300% in the last 5 years. Okay, and we are proud to say that we are the fourth largest installed capacity of renewable energy in the world. In fact, we are the fifth largest solar installed capacity in the world. Really, the IGN is doing very good work to encourage this activities further. Really, I want to thank to all the organizers of this event for arranging such a wonderful event and allowing us to take participate in this event. Now to say about our college established in the year 2011 with 5 branches, and now recently our college has started a new branch, artificial and data science. In fact, we are moving towards the autonomous status. Very shortly, we will be achieving it. Really, we are doing a lot for the beneficial of students. The placement training will be excellent in our college. In fact, most of our students will be get placed through on-campus drive, and our college is enhancing a very good infrastructure facility under the leadership of our beloved chairman, sir, Dr. B. Bammunagaran, under the guidance of Principal Sir Dr. P. Ravichandran, sir, and coordination of all the faculty members and involvement of all the students. In fact, the hygiene activities, that is Ensavcon activities, going well in our college. Dr. S. Goman Madam is taking leadership in conduction of activities in our campus. All the students are involving with full interest on this Ensavcon club activities and doing well. In fact, we are having plan to do it monthly once, complete day for regarding these activities. We are going to start this activity coming 18th, that is coming Wednesday. And with the guidance of hygiene, definitely we'll be doing better. Finally, I wish to convey my thanks to all the members, and I wish to convey my appreciation to all the members who is organizing this event. Thank you to all. Now I wish to extend my good congratulations and appreciation to our faculty and student team who is going to take participation today event, who is going to do best this today event. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir, for giving us the introduction. Now I call upon Sanjay team to present a topic.
Good evening to one and all present here. I am Sanjay from St. Joseph Institute of Technology. I am studying in public development. I am very amazed to grab this opportunity to speak about climatic changes with my partner Junis Ezra. We both now going to analyze the reports of climatic changes in our world.
So good evening, everyone. So let's first see about what this mean by a climatic change. A climatic change refers to a long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns. This started in 1800s because of the increase in human activities, like when humans are used most of the burning more fossil fuels and using more fuels to run vehicles. So because of that, more harmful gases are emitted to atmosphere, and the harmful heat trapping gases are formed. Because of that, because of this, ozone layer is depleted, and because of that, we have a climate change in everyday life.
Additional warming will increase these impacts and may trigger tipping points such as melting of green ice and sheet at 2015 in Paris Agreement national priority. However, with pledges made under the agreement, global warming would still reach about 2.5 degrees Celsius and 4.9 Fahrenheit. Limiting warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius will require having emissions at 2030 and having net zero emissions at 2050.
So, what are the benefits of climate action? By taking what you can take up climate action, building a climatic friendly, low carbon society and economic is a big challenge. But when we done that, we have many benefits like new jobs and green jobs, and increase in economic growth, and new technologies such as electric or plug-in hybrid cars, which uses battery as a power to run and not using fossil fuels to work. And because of that, we can reduce the harmful heat trapping gases emitted to the atmosphere.
Climate change impacts on environment. It causes ecological collapse. It causes extreme weather. It causes Arctic warming. It causes extreme weather condition at 2020 bushfires at Australia, and it causes Arctic warming at methane due to the greenhouse gas. Climate change impacts on people. It causes environmental migration at Tellimalli in 2008, and it causes agriculture changes at Texas, US at 2013, and it causes tidal flooding in Venice, Italy at 2004.
So this is a short graph which shows clearly that not humans only the major cause for this the increase in Earth's temperature and climatic change, but also nature also is playing a part in that. Because of the in nature, the unacceptable forest fire can increase in the heat trapping gases also by releasing CO2 as examples. And you can see the graph is slowly increasing from 1850 to till now, and it is increasing, and it is increasing.
Adaptation solutions for changing climate. By due to engineer and built environment solutions. In coast, we can see it seawalls and coastal protection structures. In urban, we can see improved energy transport and water infrastructure, power plant and electricity grid enhancement. Through technology solutions, we can see buildings, new buildings materials, improved building installations. In agriculture, we can see it new crop varieties and animal breeds, efficient irrigation. In disaster resolution, we can see it hazard mapping and monitoring early warming systems. Then through institution solutions, in community, we can see national, region, and local adaptation plans, land zoning and building codes, insurance, education. Through ecosystem based, we can see fisheries, sustainable fisheries management, and urban and coastal, we can see green infrastructure and spaces, mangrove conservation and replanting. In conservation, we can say reduce existing ecosystem stresses.
So these are the days which are observed as main days, and 15th May is observed as a World Climate Change Day, and today is 15th May, and I wish everyone a very happy World Climate Change Day. And 16th September is observed as International Day for Preservation of Ozone Layer, which is observed in some countries like Bhutan, Bangladesh, South Africa, USA, and many other countries.
These are some slogans for climate change. Stop the climate crisis, rethink the future, think about the future, our children's future, it's my kind's kids' future, people power, not corporate power. So by using these slogans, we can preserve our earth from the existing climate change. So humans can play a major role to avoid this climate change effects by reading this slogan.
So this is a small infographic which shows us what happened when the climate is changed and what are the effects it's caused. In sea level, the sea level is rising by 34%, and and the pollution is also increasing by 62%, and the Earth's temperature is also increasing by 28%, and the glaciers in Arctic and Antarctica are decreasing by 40%. And now we have come to the conclusion. We have to need to intervene to help some species. A number of management options are available. These need to be specific to different organisms. And thank you everyone for listening the topic. And thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay and Tunish, for giving a presentation on a useful topic. Now I call upon Jessie, Nisha, and Marine Steppa for giving their next presentation.
Good evening to everyone. I'm currently pursuing my UG in Electrical and Electronic Engineering in St. Joseph Institute of Technology. Let me solve a poster. Now we see in this poster the affordability of renewable resources. Let me go over introduction. In this introduction, now we see the first fossil fuel depletion and next electricity variant, renewable resources and generation of electricity. In first, electricity fuel depletion, fossil fuel are the finite sources and their continuous consumption will make the unavailable for use by future generation. The example of tons of oil. Next, the electricity variant. The electricity variant is an variation of the supply voltage as an increase or a decrease in the amplitude of voltage with respect to the nominal value. And next, we see the renewable resources. In this renewable resources, often referred to as clean energy, comes from natural sources or processes that are constantly replenished. The most popular renewable energy sources are solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, and thermal energy. Next, we see the generation of electricity. In generation of electricity from fossil fuel nuclear power plant, hydro power plant, geothermal system, solar panels, and the biofuel, etc. Next, we see the types. In this type, we see that wind energy, solar energy, and hydropower plant and biomass energy. Next, we see the process of MFC. Now, we particularly discuss about the MFC. MFC means microbial fuel cell. The microbial fuel cell is a device that converts chemical energy to electrical energy by the action of microorganisms. In that process, we see about the principle of microbial fuel cell. The working of microbial fuel cell technology is based on the principle of redox reaction. In the process, we see about that the MFC consists of made anode and cathode chambers, and they are separated by a proton exchange membrane. At the anode, the microbes or microorganisms oxides the fuel substrate to generate protons, electrons, and CO2. While the proton are moved to cathode chamber through the exchange membrane, the electrons are transferred from an anode chamber to cathode chamber employing an external electrical circuit to generate electrical energy in the anode and cathode reaction of the whole process. Next, leading country in MFC, USA, China, South Korea, Belgium, India, and Thailand. Next, the prospects of generating electricity from MFCs, lower maintenance, longer lifespan, climate independent, environment friendly, cost effective. Next, the conclusion is renewable technologies are considered as the clear sources of renewable and energy. Thank you. Next, Jesse will be continuing this video.
Thank you, Nisha. A pleasant good evening to one and all present here. I'm Jessie from the Department of EEE in St. Joseph Institute of Technology. As my teammate Nisha said, microbial fuel cell is the most affordable fuel cell because we are saying that it is the one of the renewable energies. Why renewable energies are the best source of energy conversion? Because it is available in nature and it can be renewable until it is non-pollutant. Next slide. Introduction to renewable energy. Renewable energy is the energy that is collected from the renewable resources that are naturally replenished on a human time cycle. Yes, renewable energies are the source of energies that can be taken from the natural resources. There are major types in it. There are solar energy from the sun, geothermal energy from the heat inside the earth, wind energy from the air, biomass energy from plants, hydropower energy from flowing water, biochemical energy from chemical reaction. Next slide. In that, we are going to see about microbial fuel cell. First of all, we have to know about what is fuel cell. A fuel cell is a device that converts chemical energy from fuel into electricity through chemical reactions with oxygen or other oxidizing agent. The main working principle of the microbial fuel cell is based on the redox reaction. A microbial fuel cell, MFC, in short we will call it as MFC, is a device that converts the chemical energy to electrical energy through the action of microorganisms. It was first invented or designed by M.C. Potter in 1911 in University of Durham, and it was later developed by B. Cornyn for the half cycle of microbial fuel cell. When connected in series, were capable of producing over 325 volts through with a current of only 2 milliamps. It would be great for him that to producing an energy with 2 milliamps would be very great. And it is also very affordable energy for us. The working principle of MFC is the working of a microbial fuel cell, MFC. Technology is based on the principle of redox reaction. As I already said that it is based on the principle of redox reaction. The construction, the various components are involved in this. They are, as usual, basic anode and cathode chambers to divide to divide the anode and cathode chamber, a PEB cell is used for to divide it, and exchange membrane to exchange the anode charges to the cathode chambers, and membrane substrates, electrodes, and an electrical circuit to generate electricity. Junish. Junish. There are many types of MFC. In that, we can see a major types in it. Mediator. In this type of MFC, microorganisms have no electrochemical active protons for transferring electrons to the anode electrons. And then mediatorless. A mediatorless microbial fuel cell was optimized in terms of various operation conditions. Everyone thinks where the MFC is applicant in power generation, biosensor, biogas as alternator of wastewater treatment, biofuel applications like biogas, biodiesel, etc. Junish. The advantages of MFC is it helps in the reduction of pollution. It cuts the cost of water treatment tendency, and by using this, the wastewater will be treated into a drinking water. And the main disadvantages for this is the cost base of algae will be very high as compared to other sources, and the maintenance will be also very high. By saying this, I would like to conclude. Thus, it can be concluded that the membrane-free single-chamber air cathode microbial fuel cell can improve the maximum power densities by 25% and 58%. Thus, shorted the startup time by 51% and 45% respectively, using surface modified and unmodified anodes. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse and Nisha. Now I call upon Yokesh for giving a presentation on climate change.
Kalpana, Nisha Bharti is there, sir. Marine Shifa is there. After that, only Yokesh.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, next my teammate will be continued by Marin Stifa. It's a video presentation.
Ma'am, I talk, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone. I'm Erin Stifa from St. Joseph Institution of Technology. I'm personally graduated as an civil engineer. Now my topic is affordability of reserve energy. First of all, what do you mean by affordability? Affordability is not expensive and something we have to given by a cheap process. First, what is meant by renewable resources? Renewable resources means something we can given from natural resources, and then it can be play பண்றானே பைத்தியக்காரன்.
Hey, stop. Where are you going? I am going to meet our principal, sir. It's already late for class. But I have to meet him. Shall we go in break? Now it's already time up. Okay, let's go.
Okay, students, let's start today's class. Hey, you both. Who gave the permission to sit? Oh, it's broken. I thought to teach this as a today's topic.
Sir, what's difference in that?
It is an algae solution. By using this, we can generate electricity.
How is it possible, sir?
Yeah, it's possible by using microbial fuel cell.
Sir, can you explain the process?
It is an electro-biochemical reaction. Through this algae, the electricity is generated. It is the affordable energy we have naturally.
Sir, I have a doubt. How this method is influenced in India?
Not yet, but the research is going on in Hyderabad and in IIT Jodhpur and Rajasthan. In worldwide, USA, China, UK, these are the countries now using this MFCs.
Now we see that video, right? In that video, the content is a student and the teacher, a conservation between this renewable resources. We particularly concentrate on the fuel cell because in renewable resources there is lot of resources. In that, everyone know as well as solar, hydro, wind, etc. But in fuel cell, a few of them will know. In lower education, will be people will never know that fuel cell. A few of them only know that. So only we conclude that we taken the topic fuel cell, and fuel cell we take on biochemical energy fuel cell. In the biochemical fuel cell, we take it the microbial fuel cell. Why we take microbial fuel cell mean it is the nowadays it will become an leading implemented of energy resources. So we take fuel cell. Then in this MFC is this lot of advantages and also disadvantages. A basic disadvantages in fuel cell, it will consume low energy. That is the only one thing in this fuel cell in MCF. But there is a lot of disadvantages in this MFC. It will be eco-friendly with this nature, and with it will be give you fresh air and will never destroy our mud, other mud, and environment will be clean, and it will be give the clean energy, and we have saved the energy. That's why I conclude my topic, and my teammate Jessie, Nisha Bharati, and me will conclude this topic. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, girls. Now I call upon Yokesh for giving a presentation on climate change.
Hello everyone, myself Yokesh. Can you hear me? Everyone?
Yes, Yokesh.
Okay. My topic is about sustainable development goal. Goal is about 13th one goal. Here we go. And the official mission statement of this goal is to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. This is SDG 13 as a targets which are achieved by 2030, which has at least 5 targets to be achieved by within 2030. The main motive of this goal is to climate change that includes both global warming and its earth weather patterns. But the current changes are distinctly more rapid and due to the natural causes incident. They are caused by the emission of greenhouse gases and mostly carbon dioxide and methane. And here we go with the presentations. Okay,
hello everyone, myself Yokesh from Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from St. Joseph Institute of Technology.
Let's discuss about SDG goal number 13. Before that, let's get into the small video.
Climate change affects all continents. We cannot stand back and watch its devastating consequences on the future. Today, climate change affects economy and people, communities and nations. Day by day, we witness how the ocean level rises and how climatic events become more extreme. Our industrial activities are currently producing the highest levels of gas emissions in history, resulting in an increase of 3 degrees Celsius in the Earth temperature this century. And you know the worst part? That this will affect our children directly, and the poor will experience the worst consequences. But the good news is we have solutions within reach. In addition to using renewable energies and urging the international community to adapt to an economy low on carbon, now is your chance to act. We want to improve education and awareness towards climate change and include mitigation policies and political strategies. We want to adopt urgent measures to fight climate change and its effects. Starting today, we're ending this.
Once again, welcome back to my PPT. This goal number 13 has 5 targets which should be achieved by 2030. The first 3 targets are output targets and the remaining 2 are means for achieving the target. Last decade, that is 2010 to 19, is the worst ever decade in history. Greenhouse gas is the main thing which affects our environment and nature. In order to reduce that, we adopted this Paris Agreement in 2015. The aim of this agreement is to strengthen our countries and the ability to deal with the impact of we humans are the causes of 95% global warming. And these are some strategical reports and roadmap. Yes, and also this COVID-19 pandemic situation also reduced the greenhouse emissions drastically. And then next, these are some comparisons. This is the climate change report by NASA. And then CO2, carbon dioxide emission, is the worst thing in this greenhouse gas effect. In order to reduce this CO2, we have some roadmap by 2030 we should follow strictly. And this is our conclusion. To save our earth and natural system is only in our hands only. So save earth, save ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Yokesh. Now I call upon Vijayalakshmi to give a presentation on affordable and clean energy.
Vijayalakshmi, start your presentation, ma.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma. Yes, ma.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vijayalakshmi R., currently pursuing my bachelor's in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from St. Joseph Institute of Technology, Chennai. It is our very own responsibility to take care of our world, and in order to achieve sustainable living, here are 17 major factors that transform our world to be the best. Among these, I'll now be presenting my thoughts and reads on affordable and clean energy. Firstly, let's look into contemporary energy consumption. Earlier, in the year 2017, closer to 1 billion people had no access to electricity and more than 13 billion had no access to clean fuel. All that was in our minds was conventional and usual sources of energy. By supporting this thought, Goal 7 extends the access to electricity from other forms of energy. This is found to be a fundamental move. The main motive is towards efficient use of energies. Modern forms of energy leads to sustainable living. Safe, affordable, reliable, risk-free, and significant energy services are accessible to all. Next. In the year 2014, around 15% of world's population had no access to electricity. To everyone's notice, the urban areas were mostly in sub-Saharan Africa. Electrification has expanded throughout urban and rural areas. Compared to 1991, 154 million more people lacked access to electricity in 2014. Moving on to urban areas, compared to 1991, around 108 million people lived without access to electricity in 2014. Electricity is always not available to and affordable to all, but there are affordable and effective grid systems which adds to benefits of modern energy. Next. Next. Electricity access is defined in 5 tiers. Tier 1 comprises of basic lighting. Tier 2 encompasses television and electric fans. Tier 3 consists of washing machines and other mechanical appliances whereas tier 4 and 5 comprises of heavier and other continuous appliances. Next. Goal 7 primarily promotes the use of renewable resources, which nullifies the effect of non-renewable sources. So basically, energy efficiency refers to the amount of output that can be produced by using a given amount of energy. With the increase in energy efficiency, energy intensity declines. These factors reflects on the production and consumption of energy. Next. By the year 2014, the global energy intensity had fallen to almost 5.4 megajoules per dollar. However, 7 of 14 largest energy consumers have achieved this target successfully. Next. Next. So, let's incline towards the usage of renewable energy sources and thus remember that clean energy leads to clean and green world. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijayalakshmi. Now I call upon Devama for presentation.
Hi everyone, I am Devamma from EEE department. Currently I am pursuing third year. So in this I am going to discuss about the climate change. Next. First of all, you should know that weather and climate are not the same thing. So next. We are going to see the difference between weather and climate. Weather is short-term, limited area, can change rapidly, difficult to protect. Weather is what's happening outside our window right now. Then climate is long-term, wide range area. Seasonal changes will occur, measured over long spans of time. Climate is the average of many years of weather observations. Next. Then we are going to see what is climate change. Climate change refers to long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns. This shift may be natural, such as through variations in the solar cycle, but since the 1880s, human activities have been the main drivers of climate change, primarily due to burning fossil fuels like oil and gas. Effect of climate change: more frequent and intense drought, storms, heat waves, rising sea levels, melting glaciers, and warming oceans can directly harm animals, destroy the places they live, and wreak havoc on people's livelihoods and communities. Also, greenhouse gases affect the climate. So in it we are going to see the greenhouse gases: water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide will affect the climate. Next. The greenhouse gas content of atmosphere is being altered by human activity. The result of this change is global warming. With no greenhouse gases at all in its atmosphere, scientists estimate that Earth's average atmospheric temperature would be about minus 18 degrees centigrade or about zero Fahrenheit. Next. Animal and plant life is changing due to climate change. Every human being's life also changes. It will also affect the life of the animals and plants. An analysis of the distribution of British birds found that many species have moved north by an average of 18.9 kilometers. 2/3 of European butterfly species studied have shifted their ranges northward by as much as 150 miles. Next. Impact on human life. Climate change is already impacting health in a myriad of ways, including by leading to death and illness from increasingly frequent extreme weather events such as heat waves, storms, and floods. The distribution of food systems increases in zones and food, water, and vector-borne diseases and mental health issues. Climate change seems to accelerating. Each of the 48 continental states experienced above normal annual temperatures in 2006. For the majority of states, 2006 ranked among the 10 hottest years since 1895. To reduce climate change, what can be done by us is, first we must admit that climate change is everyone's problem. No agency, government, or scientist can fix it for us. We are all in this together. We are here because of our lifestyle, so our lifestyle has to change. Next. Here's what we can do: heating and cooling, conserve hot water, conserve electricity, conserve in the car, reduce waste. Next. So now I am going to play a video that will be very clear. Play.
Energy is important. It warms our homes, moves us, cooks our food, and powers our economies. But our current usage of energy is a leading contributor to climate change. Over 80% of the energy sources we use come from fossil fuels, like oil, gas, and coal. These emit greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases act as a layer of insulation, trapping some of the sun's warmth before it is released back into space. This process is known as the greenhouse gas effect. The primary greenhouse gases from energy production and consumption are methane and carbon dioxide. The rate at which we have added greenhouse gases to the atmosphere since industrialization is the leading cause of climate change. Climate change is causing extreme weather events like droughts, floods, fires, and hurricanes. These events will increase in frequency if we do not reduce emissions in the atmosphere. For much of human history, greenhouse gases in the atmosphere have been kept at safe levels by natural carbon sinks, such as oceans, forests, and wetlands. However, we are now adding greenhouse gases to the atmosphere faster than natural carbon sinks can absorb them. When people talk about climate change, they often reference the average increase in temperature around the world. For instance, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, has recommended a cap of 1.5 degrees Celsius as the maximum amount of average warming that can happen while maintaining a safe environment for people. A temperature increase of 1.5 degrees may seem small, but this is a global average. Many places will warm faster and see far greater temperature increases and impacts. Our global economy and many people's lives are strongly tied to the energy system. Broadly, the energy system is how we produce and consume energy. Demand for energy is increasing globally, resulting in more greenhouse gas emissions. To address climate change, we need a sustainable energy transition to provide the energy services people rely on while reducing emissions. This requires many people, governments, and companies around the world to work toward reducing energy demand, improving energy efficiency, and switching to cleaner energy sources.
So this video will help you. Thank you.
Thank you, Devma, for giving us important and valuable presentation. As we came to the end of our session, I take this opportunity to thank Associates of Igen for giving us this opportunity. I thank our college management and our principal, Dr. P. Ravichandran sir, and our HOD, Dr. T. Kribakaran sir, and Hemalata ma'am, and our faculty advisor, Dr. S. Gomati ma'am, for guiding us. And at the last, I thank all the audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kalpana, for this awesome show. Thank you so much, Dr. S. Gomati ma'am. Thank you so much, Kribalan sir, and faculties and all the students who actively involved in this Ensavcon conference. So thank you so much for the great show. So your Google form link is posted in our chat box and also in the YouTube link. So please fill it up and get certification from Igen. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bino sir,
Thank you.
Madan sir, and Rangarajan sir. Really, we are very proud to be a part of Igen Ensavcon 730. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Your form is already posted, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Students, all of fill that form. After filling that form, you'll be getting the certificate. So all of you fill that form without fail. Thank you, Sudharan sir.
Thanks, Kribalan sir, for joining this, sir. Yeah.
Thanks, and thanks to all.
Thank you all.
Thanks to all.
Joseph Institute of Technology have presented well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So our next session will be by 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. sharp for Sri Sai Ram Engineering College, Chennai. So they'll be presenting their views on Ensav Club, and your link is posted. Until then, signing off. This is Madan Kumar from Igen. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Sir.
Again, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Madan sir. Thank you, Gomai ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kalpana. Thank you, participants. Thank you, sir.
Stop streaming, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, the form is posted in both things, and I will stop the